everyone. Welcome to episode 96 of the Unwrapped Leader Podcast, where we get raw, real, and relevant to the new network marketing and helping you become a gifted leader in your business. My name is Teisha Dorianna from Alberta, Canada. And today is going to be a passionate episode because we are talking about why MLM is the best business model ever. And this might rub some people the wrong way, but I know majority of you guys are watching because you're in the MLM industry, right? And we get scared sometimes to talk about that we're in an MLM and we don't get proud enough about that, right? So I want to drop some truth bombs today. I want to talk about why the MLM industry is one of the most impactful and lucrative models out there. Because let's face it, if we are working on recruiting and building our organizations, we need to talk about these things. We need to talk about why this industry is the best freaking model out there for people who want to make some side income, want to make a part-time income, a full-time income, or a big-time income. We need to talk about these things way more often than we probably do. Wow, did I just say probably? I don't know, guys. I'm just making up words today. But I need to talk about this. So let's just address the elephant, which is MLM gets a bad rap, right? We get a bad rap. It's called a pyramid scheme. It's a scam. What you're doing is you're just making money on other people. Like that's it. You just recruit and that's how you make money. Like, no, it's not what multi-level marketing is. And I could see how people can confuse the two because I get it. We call it a pyramid scheme. They're like, look, it's a pyramid. You know what? Let's talk about pyramids, okay? Let's just make it known that pyramid schemes don't actually have any exchange of goods or products involved. Like it's just money and then there's like this imaginary product. You know what I mean? Like there's no actual exchange of goods or products. So guess what? If you're selling a product, well, that debunks that. You're fine. You have an actual product of value. You know what I mean? In fact, every job out there is shaped like a pyramid, okay? So here, let me break it down for you. You have your picture a pyramid, very top of the tip. You got your CEO, right? Same with a multi-level marketing company. Like someone came up with the idea. What is that saying where they're like, if you don't take a risk, you're going to work. Yeah. If you don't take a risk, you're going to work for someone who did. Guess what? They invested money into this company. They created this network marketing MLM model around it. And we're all working with this model. We're making money, but like every single business idea and corporation is shaped like a friggin' pyramid, right? So again, you have your CEO at the tip of the top, and then you got your president, you got your vice president, you got your middle management, then you have your supervisors, you have your hardworking employees at the bottom. Okay. And guess what? The hardworking employees, maybe they'll get like a pay increase once a year. Maybe they'll like move up the ladder slowly, but really there's no way they ever become the CEO. The CEO is the CEO. They created the idea. They came up with the business. They came up with the corporation. Like they will never be the CEO, right? I almost like to look at multi-level marketing as like an upside down pyramid because anybody, literally anybody can reach that top of the compensation plan. I don't care if you want to call them whatever, a president, a vice president, a supervisor, whatever, like they can virtually move up that pyramid and they have control over that. You know what I mean? Like it takes work, it takes time, it takes effort, but anyone can get up there where in a traditional job, not everybody can, right? So you want to call what we're doing a scam? Take a look at the traditional corporate world, guys. What the heck is that? What the heck is that? That's a pyramid, you know? So keep that in your head. If anyone ever tells you is like, oh my God, you're part of one of those pyramid schemes or no MLMs, you're in an MLM. Like, girl, what are you in? What are you in? What kind of pyramid is that? You know, like, can you even move up? So let me just drop some facts here. The MLM industry, this is a 2018 stat because I'll be honest, I didn't do like super deep research, but I found a 2018 stat. So this has obviously grown since then, but the MLM industry has grossed almost $36 billion in 2018 with companies making hundreds of millions every single year. Okay. It is a huge, huge business industry. And in my opinion, like this is the smartest model for companies to expand and grow, right? Like you create a company and then you're like, hey, sell my stuff and we'll give you a cut. right? You could look at it as like affiliate marketing. Like everyone's favorite celebrity is doing it. You go on Instagram, you go on Facebook, people are promoting, look at these t-shirts, look at these supplements, look at this makeup, use code, Kim Kardashian at checkout, like everyone's favorite celebrity is endorsing products and we're buying them and we're using codes to get discounts. That's what we're doing here. Like that is what we're doing here. Whether you be in like a party plan model, whether you be in an affiliate marketing more model, like there's so many different, like every MLM company is broken down slightly different. There's definitely some that are more lucrative and better than others out there. However, that's essentially what we are doing, right? It is the smartest model for companies to expand and grow because they're getting other people to promote their products, getting in their warm market, their audience, and they're growing because they're making sales by offering small discounts to people, right? So I want to break down 3 things in this episode today. I want to break down three things that really make MLM the best industry in this whole world. And that's experience, community, and the financial opportunity. So let's get started with experience. Okay. And keep in mind, I want you to take notes of the things that really stand out to you. If you're like, I really like how she worded that, or yeah, I agree with that. Write this down. And then if you're in like the more attraction affiliate marketing model, like go, even if you're just in party plan, like whatever it is, go on your stories, go into a live video and share some of the things that you heard today. These are the kind of things that people need to hear. If you're trying to build your organization, you need to talk about it more. You need to be loud and proud about this industry. Okay. So let's talk about these 3 things. Number 1 is experience. So you could be a stay-at-home parent. You could be a college student. You could be a seasoned professional in a different industry. And this industry of MLM provides a platform for anybody to succeed on their own terms. Okay. So for me personally, I was technically a college student. I was in Concordia University at the time when I was introduced to this industry as a professional career. And I had just graduated with my psychology degree and I was going into my after education degree because I wanted to become an elementary teacher. I did graduate with that degree and I went on to become an elementary teacher, but I didn't actually ever go into it full time because I discovered this industry and I saw the business potential and opportunity. And I wanted to pursue it because I was so passionate about it. It made me so excited, So that was my story. That's how I got started. But also in my previous company that I was with, there was people that were lawyers, people that were doctors, and they did so well. They were some of the top leaders in my company. So I was working alongside lawyers, doctors, dentists, just professionals, guys, but people who already went to college, went to university, had a friggin' amazing career, and they came and decided to do this. Why? Maybe it was for supplemental income. Maybe it was for community. Whatever it was, anybody could come in and do this regardless of experience. And that's why I love it so much because I didn't come in with a business background. I wasn't in university trying to have a business. In fact, I was like terrified of that kind of stuff. I'm like, don't sign me up for anything leadership focused. Don't sign me up to lead a pack of people. Like, it's not what I want to do. And honestly, even being a teacher was like a stretch. I was like, this is crazy. Like, how could I be a teacher? I didn't think I was smart enough, So business was definitely not on my radar. But what this industry does is they give you a vehicle and you just have to decide, are you going to jump in? They give you a vehicle and you decide if you're going to move the vehicle, right? You could look at it as well as like Uber Eats, skip the dishes. They don't actually give you the vehicle, but they give you the opportunity to get orders. You use your own vehicle, but you get to choose if you go deliver orders to all these people and get paid to do so. You can get tips and stuff like that. Cool. But they provide you the opportunity. So that's exactly what we're doing in the MLM industry. They're providing you the opportunity to talk about their products and services, right? You have to utilize your audience. You have to learn and grow, but everyone's starting point in this industry can look different. It's so important not to compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 18, right? Like me starting out in this business, if I would have compared myself to like, I don't know, even the lawyer and the doctor that was in my company, or maybe someone with a business background, that's just not worth my time because I'm not at that stage, right? You can start wherever you are. You could learn, you can grow, You can start wherever you are. You do not need the experience. I didn't have the experience. In fact, I didn't even think I was a good candidate for what I was doing here. I thought, like, oh my gosh, I might just get the products at a discount and that's cool. But like, I realized that this really brought me out of my shell. This really grew my confidence. And in turn, it grew my income, right? So everyone's starting point is going to be different. But the cool thing is that you don't need experience to start. You just have to have an open mind, a good attitude, and a willingness to try, right? And majority of the companies in this industry provide the trainings for you, right? Or if you join a leader who's very established, they provide the trainings for you. You can find so many trainings, so many resources out there. Like I read books, I watched YouTube channels, I listened to podcasts, and I did everything I could to learn everything I could about this business. And that's how I was able to create this as my full-time income. Okay. So that's number one, is experience. Guys, anybody can do this. Anybody who has a willingness to try. Okay. Next one is community. So many traditional sales jobs can be competitive and cutthroat, like it's a competition, right? And don't get me wrong, I'm a competitive person, but I am more competitive with myself than other people. And when you can adapt that mindset to be competitive with yourself rather than other people, you can do really well here. Because what MLM does is it creates this culture of support and teamwork, right? So the more plugged in you are to the community, the higher chances you have of success. When you could collaborate with people and not see them as competition, but rather see them as an asset to growing, right? People find it attractive when you are running with a bunch of runners, when you're like, it's not just her, look at all these other successful people, like showcase that. Why would you talk about just yourself? Like talk about you, talk about your team, talk about the people you work alongside. You know what I mean? Like get to know people, get to know their stories, because someone who's interested in your business, maybe your story is not going to resonate with them. Okay. I'm not a stay-at-home mom looking for supplemental income, but there's a lot of stay-at-home moms out there looking for supplemental income. I might not relate to them, but I know people that I work alongside that do relate to them. And so I'm going to pull their stories. I'm going to get them in a chat. I'm going to get them in a Zoom call with them, being like, hey, this girl that I work with, she is in a very similar situation to you, and I want you to hear from her. I don't have to be the one that sells everyone on the business opportunity. Like I could talk about how amazing it is, but at the end of the day, facts tell, but stories sell. I can give you all the facts about the MLM industry, why I think it's great. But at the end of the day, people want to hear stories, real life stories. So that's why it's so important to be involved in the community when it comes to this industry. Okay. And success in this industry, it's revolved around events and everyday networking, right? So that could be if you're in a party plan business, like home parties, which a lot of people have gone away from nowadays. More so virtual parties are happening now, right? They're doing Zoom calls, and just anything that they could do virtually to get as many people involved as possible, right? Especially if you're in a global company and people can't all meet together. People are having virtual events, but also the in-person conferences, right? Companies hold these annual conferences. They hold leadership summits. I'm actually going to a leadership summit next month already with 5 people on my team, right? And those are the things that really bring people together, that build the excitement, that really, gets you learning and getting the trainings in. Like you are developing as a person, right? And when you're growing as a person, you're also growing in your business. If you're not growing as a person, you're not going to be growing in your business. So personal development is huge here. Affiliate marketing through social media, right? So that's like the everyday networking. How are you engaging your audience? And not just business wise, like, how are you keeping up with people? Are you checking in with people on a genuine level? Are you sharing about the fun things going on in your life, whether that be with your kids or maybe something personally? Like right now, I'm training for a half marathon right now, and I'm kind of making it my whole personality. I've been posting stuff all over my social media on my training and just poking fun at it and sharing the real life experiences with them, right? Like people love to see the real you. You're not this like robot salesperson who only talks about your products. You're so much more than that, right? And that's how you build community with your audience. So community is huge. Okay, now let's move on to the last one, which is financial opportunity. So guys, the financial opportunity in the MLM industry is unparalleled. It is an unparalleled earning potential with no bounds. Okay, you can't just walk into the month and be like, I'm going to make $1 million. But what's cool is that you have the potential to do that. You have the potential to go in. And yes, it takes work. You can't just start off and be like, yeah, I'm going to make thousands of dollars this month. Like, is it a possibility? Yes. Is it going to be hard work? Yes. Yeah, you can't just come in and expect everyone's just going to jump on your stuff without putting in the work. You know what I mean? But the cool thing is that there is like, it's uncapped, right? Where a traditional 9 to 5 is capped at a salary grade or an hourly hourly wage. And we talked about like the pyramid thing earlier, where it's like, okay, maybe you can get like a pay raise every year or two, a small little pay raise. Like I can get like 10 pay raises every single month, right? It just depends how much work you want to put in, and how seriously that you take it. But the low startup costs to get started with an MLM company, like this truly does make it accessible to anybody with the drive to succeed. So you think a $200 or $500 starter kit is expensive? Imagine starting a traditional business, right? Like, let's use, for example, Airbnb or VRBO, if you've ever used that service for booking a house. Like, did you know people actually have to friggin' buy the home before they rent it out to you? People have to buy the home. You think that they had the money to buy the home? Maybe they had the money to buy the home from another business they had, but like, people physically have to buy the home in order to make money. It's called you spend money to make money. And some people don't see the business opportunity and potential. So they're like, oh, it's a scam. You have to pay to start. What do you call college, guys? What do you call the people who go in to become a doctor and then they finally become one? You think, oh, they're rich because they're a doctor and they're smart. Okay, they had to spend so much money to get there. They had to invest in themselves to get to that point. And I don't even want to talk about the difference in pricing when it comes to something like, and I'm not saying college is bad, guys. I went to college and I don't regret a single bit of it. I learned so much that I utilize today in this industry. But like, guys, the difference, hundreds of dollars versus thousands, tens of thousands of dollars sometimes for careers that you pay to go to college for so that you can make, an income. And even sometimes in college nowadays, especially, it's not even guaranteed that you get a job, which is crazy. It's crazy. So to spend a few $100s to get started in this industry, guys, that's nothing. That is nothing. If you think it's a scam to have to pay to start, like, welcome to life. That's life. People have to take risks. Again, if you aren't taking a risk, you're going to work for someone who did. Okay. So the financial opportunity is absolutely insane. You guys need to talk about that. Okay. So quick recap, guys: experience, community, financial opportunity. Those are just 3 things I wanted to highlight today on why MLM is seriously the best business model ever. Okay. I want you guys to go out there and I want you to start raving that you are in the MLM industry, because this is something worth bragging about. You're a part of something so amazing with an opportunity that is absolutely priceless. And you need to believe that, and you need to share that if you want to continue building your organization. So, like I said, if you want to really start recruiting and building up your organization, you need to share something you heard in this video today. Share it with a friend, share it through a live video, share it in a business opportunity call. I don't care, just share it. Talk about it every single day, a different aspect. Talk about it every single day. And I promise it's going to hit somebody. It's going to hit somebody and they're going to be like, damn, I need this. That's exactly what I'm looking for. But if you don't talk about it, people don't know what you have to offer, right? So you got to start talking about it. So that is everything for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you haven't already, please like the video, comment down your biggest takeaway. And if there's anything else you would add to this list, I mean, I could probably go into millions of other things, but I wanted to really focus on these 3 today. And if there's anything you would add, I would love to hear it. Share it in the comments, and share this with a teammate, share this with a friend, share it with your team if you feel like this could be beneficial to them when it comes to sharing the business opportunity. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. If you are listening on Spotify or Apple, would so appreciate a 5-star review if you've been enjoying the podcast. And just thank you guys so much for watching. We can't wait for you guys to come back next week for another episode of the Unwrapped Leader Podcast. So thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.